Now, a museum dedicated to Scotland's industrial past reopened today after a £10.5 million refurbishment. Summerlee Museum in Coatbridge was established more than 20 years ago on the site of an old ironworks.
But it was in need of a major makeover. Among those who helped raise the money were a number of locals who once worked there. Our arts correspondent Pauline McLean reports.
A historic day for this former ironworks, once the heart of this community. It's been a museum for over 20 years, but one in need of a serious makeover.
We needed to change the main exhibition hall. The main exhibition hall had been here for 20 years and the exhibitions were very tired and the space was very cold and dark and unwelcoming. And we wanted to turn it into a warm, dry space with state-of-the-art exhibitions.
Now the space is bright and watertight and the machinery back in action. Visitors can trace how iron and steel were made and sent around the world in a variety of forms. For Gibby Cox, it's a personal experience. Like many locals, he worked here, and today he's one of 3 generations of the same family who've come to see how it's changed.
It's super bringing them back, because part of the family don't know anything about the industry of Monklands, you know, which had all mostly disappeared, the heavy industry. So this is a delightful experience in social history.
It's great, it's really hands-on. Like, I remember what it was before it was like refurbished, and it was good, but you could never really try out much. But what I've seen today, it's like quite hands-on, and you know, you can see things more.
The site is so huge, it even has its own canal and an electric tram system. And while the size and scale of the place may be daunting, there's one thing Summerlee isn't short of, and that's friends. Many of them used to work here and now operate the machinery for visitors, and between them they raised £500,000 towards refurbishment.
The people we have in the appeal group are people who are head of industry, run companies, or local people who have a vested interest in the continuity. And sure, we could maybe even get one of the appeal group members. Do we need the canal dredged? We know where to go.
In the old days, people used to come here to Summerlee and just come on the tram network. They completely bypassed the museum. Now it's become part of the overall experience, an experience they hope will attract up to 150,000 visitors every year. Pauline McLean, reporting Scotland, Coatbridge. Visitors.